哦，好，我们来继续寻找一下要做些什么吧。今天不能很大声的讲话，因为我刚拔完智齿。2天没玩，需要来看一下。放弃，周三4点11分。啊，那就是今天。那我不就已经放弃了吗？啊？啥？我不能抽烟了？哦。
Was that? Could it be the Coldamama Dakwa?
哦，这是上次结尾的那个
就是那个 ringing in your
那个，我们上次的时候有跟一个女生说，她是不是有幻想动物？她说有一个花库玛达塔塔，反正总而言之就是一个低语的动物啊。但是我觉得比较像是她幻想出来，她觉得所有人只要这样子讲话，就是一种幻想动物。
There seems to be an
特别
extremely
高亢的铃声，
high-pitched
超音
ring,
波。
ultrasonic. Lena said it was
这
very
种时候不要
high-pitched,
跟
right?
不要跟同伴讲好了，不然他会觉得你是智障。
Yeah, but how are you going? It must be very
该怎么
close.
抓到他？
Keep still. What are you doing? You're a police officer, not a pansy ornithologist. The
哦，
only birds
是个
you should be
gay
looking for are healthy women of childbearing age.
这种时候真的不要跟
Oh no,
那个
the sound. No. Too late. It's gone.
再也听
There
不
is
见
no
你叫。
ringing anymore. Just the sound of the streets.
拜托，拜
Keep
托
your
回
ears
来！
peeled then. If the species really has migrated to Mart,
啊，他去哪了？干 fuck， 不见了。哦，这个不知道这个到底能不能换我不能就是换他这个王冠在哪个地方，不然这样我好像有点烦。永恒之榜。哦，感觉这很像 bug， 不知道为什么还不让我那个强身健体、传奇难度、垃圾箱、脸盆。
an old call box with a matrix of this but
Huh. This
昆诺会给我什么线索吗？昆诺。
Kuno's like Kuno. Kuno doesn't.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
what do you see?
这个是什么？这边什么时候变成可以进去的地方？
The pile of Eternite looks stranger now that Kuno told you about his pad.
哦，我为什么盯着这些屋顶建材？因为昆诺跟我提到的这一件屋子。
Because, unless Kuno lied, you should just be able to pull the panels. There it is. You see a shabby little door.
成功开发了新的地区。他根本手都没碰到他自己就掉下来了，那我去哪就要移开啊？
So this is the shack Kuno mentioned. Let's
昆
take
诺
a
提
look
到的
inside
棚
there.
屋，其实这棚屋不觉得很像，就是一般的脏话加盖之类的。他把它画的这么的浮夸，0.4块钱。现在的我已经看到钱不会高兴了。其实我还是很穷，
Be
只是因为
still, my
大家开始
beating
给我免
heart.
费的东西。
It's amphetamine.
哦，安非
The
他命。
lieutenant isn't studying the powder in the mirror. He's studying you.
我听说安非他命能让你变成一个真正的好警探，所以你是个好警探吗？有人拿走了这里的麻药，也许警方应该介入。我不过是想到了正义。这种时候还是装乖一点啦，不要让我的伙伴觉得我很靠北。
Perhaps not. This is below our pay grade, detective.
以我们的薪水层级，不该做这种事情。
See that ladder there? It's probably another way into the industrial harbor.
感觉是昆诺拿走的。昆诺拿走了安非他命。可是所以安非他命没有到我手上，那我要怎么？我嗑。无法继续升级技能的话，要嗑药。真的，如果你想不出一些建筑灵感的话，你就嗑药，嗑药就会有灵感。这是大家很常说的事情，但实际上可能不会吧？我在想，可能那只是个理由。哦，这路也太颠簸了吧！拿到了笔筒里。我想过去很难这门框快要塌了。然后呢，拿到眼前，就这样，然后有个水桶。OK， 然后这时候要跟这个明信片互动是吧？没有13层楼的大理石石像棺杨立在半山腰。步枪、录影带盒子。
As you hold it in your hands, it makes an uncomfortable crunching sound. There is no why. A police badge on which a worn map.
有什么东西我没有互动过吗？
An intricate bit
或是
almost
太久
look.
没有互动的？上来这里让我得到了什么？感觉我上来这里什么都没得到还是我太笨了，技能点不够。为什么我刚刚上去那里什么都没得到就结束的感觉？这什么？瑞上网当局的瑞瓦笑，我一直都很烦这个垃圾桶里面现在会不会有东西？
The dented yellow.
这里原本有个喝醉的人，但他现在不见了。我觉得我需要去当铺，然后看看有什么话可以跟他讲。
Hello. Let me
你
know
有
if I
哈
can
克多
help
马
you
达
with
哦，
anything.
真的有新东西可以讲。问他呢有没有哈克多马达塔？
The Coldima Madakwa.
哈克莫
Sorry,
达塔
I would never have guessed that you were that
你
interested
会对
in
超
ultrasonic
这
sounds.
真的
Or birds
真
for
的有
that
超
matter.
声波我没想到你居然知道哈克多马达塔，真的。
That's fair. It's been a long time since my Coldima Madakwa hunting days. Once
他
knew
们
a
决定
group，of
哇
young
靠，所有的
musicians
音
who
乐家都去
decided
找
they
哈克
didn't
多马
want
达
to
塔吗？
This was before, you know,
这
lost
时候就要
touch with
说
them
干，听起
after
来
all.
超酷。
Cool or not, one of them was obsessed with recording the Coldima Madakwa. And he was one of those passionate people who know a
那
lot
你们有
about
找到
all
这个
kinds
地
of
狱的哈
strange
克马
things.
达
We thought
哈
we
克多
did.
马达塔？
We got together all these recordings of unusual sound patterns, compared them, cut them up,
这
and
种哈
combined
克
them
多
into
马
the
达塔交响乐
symphonia
其实就跟那个
Coldima
什么自然
Madakwa.
音乐蛮像的，就是去录一些虫鸣鸟叫，然后变成就是我们学校的一些扫地的音乐啊。
Unfortunately, I don't have any
干没有
recordings
录音
from
带。
my old life. None at all. But I do have a tape with some ultrasonic
我有录
sounds
podcast
that
但我
might
没
be
有录
what
音，
you're
你知道
looking
吗？
Do we really have time for this?
但必要
This
啊，一定要
recording
听啊
comes。from down the coast. Keep in mind, I have to slow this one down enough to make sounds well over
200
200
千赫的东
kilohertz
西，
audible to the
20万
human
赫兹。
ear. It will be
As the hum grows louder, modulating, but always there's a growing sense of dread. The sound is coming from. He nods to you, reassuringly, just as more diverse, higher-pitched
感
sounds,
觉是
some random, some appearing to form patterns, hit your eardrums.
主角可以听到弦外之音吗？
gulls and skewers.
哎呦，很贼哦，但是尖锐的颤抖的声音从内部涌
A
现。
low range of sounds is easier to handle with a focal point, but still troubling. You are mesmerized by the sounds, but also feel nausea welling up as the motif
You know, now that I've listened to it on these new speakers, it's not the cold Imamadakwa.
光子辐射也不对，某种昆虫试着发出，
Probably
所以它
Typical Martinez streetlight sits
这么
among
屌啊，它还可
the
以就是
boomboxes wait on the shelves, and your boombox, that gold and amber Harman
它也可以
Welsh,
就是
stares at you longingly.
听到一
with
个
its
照理来说
tapering
人类听到的
eyes.
声音。有录音带可以放，录音带是那个任务的重点嘛？有一个任务是要我找一个去唱卡拉 OK， 在录音带上找到一首悲伤的歌，去找餐厅经理，你把它放进，找到一场足够悲惨的录音带。那我现在手上有录音带吗？好像没有。
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A cabbage of papers
啊，
hanging from
我
the
可以阅
board
读自己的
with the permeables
自
drawer
己的
inside.
这个夹子
It's。barely held together by a clip, then made complete by the faint smell of urinal cleaner. Yes, you can piece them together using the alphanumeric code on the margin. It always begins with HDB41, then date of initialization and time of arrival on the scene,
警官
followed
分
by
局
the。title. For
对啊，
example,
哈利杜博雅不就是
HDB
HDB 然后41吗？
41120. Why, yes, your precinct number is every last alphanumeric in the files
你
begins
可以
with
肯
it.
定哈利杜博雅
And
就是你
these
说
are your
HBD 就是哈利杜博雅，
case
我们
files.
主角其实就叫
It's
哈利
say
杜博雅。
Harrier Dubois, HD.
哦，对，哈利啊，他说是啊，拉斐。我觉得我们主角很坚持自己是拉斐尔安普罗修斯库斯托。
No, the alphanumeric begins with HD. Can't you see the sire is tired of these fabrications? RAC is clearly what it says on the case files.
啊，干
These
随
are
便，
official
我还要跟
documents.
自己争论，也太累了
Fine.。It takes about half an hour for you to piece one together. Mr. Raphael, which one do you
看一下
want?
无解案件
AKA Leslie and Burke, AKA the public
AKA
indecency drunk
Leslie
and the
and
property
Burke.
damage drunk is a cursed case. It has been passed from unsuspecting officer to unsuspecting officer for 10 years. On January 29, the unsolvable. You were so drunk you didn't
醉得
remember
太
what
厉
it
害，
was
记
when
不
you
起手
signed。on. That or you were high.
这个警察是双重荣誉警佐，但是他是不是要喝酒才能破案啊？每一
Leslie
次
will always take his
事
pants
情
off
发生
when
悲
he's
剧都
drunk.
是喝酒。
Burke will always trash everything. It's just what the only way for Leslie to stop flashing his genitals to bypassers and for Burke to stop dismantling signage and rear view mirrors would be for them to stop
你想要这个
drinking
世界上的
alcohol,
警察都可
which
以一直
in
喝
their
酒，
40s
他
or
们都没有
50s,
规定。
it's hard to
其实
tell
他们
because
比
of their distorted
台湾
features.
的军人
Is
或
the
是
medical improbability
我们大部分
on
知道的
par
警察
with
都
you
看起来
ceasing
要
to
自由一
produce
点，或者
the
是
expression.
对吧？搞不好你总是需要多一点生活经验，才能让自己成为一个刑警吧。
You would think that, but you're wrong. Where's the fun in exposing your genitals or breaking stuff? Threatening fines, dragging them to the station, locking them up in the hellholes they live in, locking them up in the station. Hypnotherapy. It's plain to see from the files that you, Satellite Officer JV, and Special Consultant TH had more important cases to attend to. You uncover cross-reference to several ongoing
这个时候没
investigations.
有我的思考的
Each
提
brought
示，
to a
我真的会
standstill
忘记他刚刚
every
到底
time
讲
you
了什么
drive。down Main Street, because there they are, on the corner of Perdition. And what is Leslie doing?
莱斯利应该是公共猥亵罪吧？他向过路人暴露自己的下体，这样是公共猥亵罪吧？可是他也是财产损失啊。
Good, you're learning. If the files are to be trusted, that's all there is to it. That, and he must have it confused with the property he likes to damage. But the joke's
这是
on
三个
him.
9岁人在打
You're
架的
drunk
案
out
件
of your
吗？
mind on. In the process, the ledger sustains damage. The compartment within, reserved for permeable documents, is jammed shut. You killed them. He came at us, and at us. I think he was trying to kill Burko. While trying to kill Burko, you slowly come around. The permeables compartment can't get out of his apartment, an invalid. With Burke to tend to, Leslie cuts back on the indecent exposure. Maybe he flashes his genital, which is also why the officer responsible narrowly escaped as
把
the
他们腿
sound
打断就可以
clarifier
让他们
suffered
不要去
hostility
去路上
user.
铺路，真的是酷毙了。你再听起来像是拉斐尔什么什么库斯托吗，先生？废话，我就是拉斐尔什么什么库
You've
斯托
earned。it.
获得新思维，警察库斯托，干有够赞哎！阿克多马达塔。哦 ，OK。来
This
世
one
壁
is
画。
relatively easy to reconstruct. Overnight on 1202, a graffito, the mural is
有人在这
enormous.
个奇
Two
怪的建
silhouettes,
案上
a
乱涂
man
壁
and a
画。
woman, are kissing. That true love is possible
我操，两个人
only
的
in
身
the，next world.
两个人在
For
接吻，
you
然后他们的
people,
身体是
it is
真
too
爱
late
是
for
可能的
us.
这个语
Wreak
言。
havoc on the middle class.
资产阶级正在肆虐。
People call it that thing and that fucking thing. It's visible for miles. In 2 days, the station's complaints desk gets clogged with requests to
干
remove the bummer.
真的，有的
You
时候
and
就
your
是
partner are
像你
assigned
做
to
一些
the
你觉
case.
得应该不是你工作会要的实事，像这个，你就要去签一个文化艺术品。
The graffito crew is easy to track down. Only the bell lectures have the literage of industrial paint to cover the surface. One of the graffito artists is rumored to be rich. They take responsibility. The case files do not show you findings.
我没有找
The
到
crew
设计的。
agrees to clean up after themselves. However, your partner, JV, is against the removal, citing public support for
这两篇看
conservation.
完，我得到一个结
This
论啊
leads to a
我的
debate
搭档
in
是
Precinct
JV 啊。
41, which the 9,000 people subjected to the mural's message, all of Lakeside, Central Jamrock, and Villalobos, plus half of the eminent domain, participate in the vote. Although the case begins with what
如果
appears
警
to be
这
a
个
lot
警
of
察是
rambling on the
每天
streets
到晚都
as
喝
to
醉的话，
how
他应该是
juvenile
很
and stupid the mural is,
他应该是很不
given a
共产
choice
的，
between two
所以我觉
options.
得很不社会主义啦，所以这也应该是保留壁画吧，我猜
A。staggering 78% of voters choose to keep it. Turns out the opposition were a loud minority. And that love truly is possible in the next world for new people. And it is too late for. No one cares what you believe in.
没
Man
有
with
人
the
在
smelly
乎我
toilet ledger.
他是厕
What
所
do you
位
want
手
to
册
tackle
男人
next?，
真的。
Or it would be very interesting to read about these, wouldn't it?
方形
I
的入
mean,
口上
there，seems to be a square shape. That's all you got. From the half hour you spent piecing it together, all you know is the entry wound was who knows. Those pages are
哦，
missing.
这很
What
有一个
next?
方孔让我想到那个电影《显露物镜》里面用那个空气枪打人的话，它其实就不会有子弹，但也很像枪。
Don't worry. Some assholes brought their couch outside and hung out on it. In the middle of the street, on the roof, on the hillside by the motorway. You know, at an unexpected location. They were young, and they thought they looked cool on it.
把沙发到处搬来搬去，然后躺在上面，其实蛮爽的。 想想看，这蛮自由的。你带着沙发到处走来走去，听起来超酷，像一支摇滚
Yes,
乐队。
as you said here, insufferable rock and roll assholes. Young
Rock and
people
roll
are the worst.
asshole.
So anyway, you got a complaint about the damn song. They were leaving it out in all these unexpected and cigarette butts, coffee cups,
我
stupid
做的事
couch.
情跟这个有什
You
么
had
差
to
别？
clean
我
it
就
all
到
up.
处喝酒，
And
然后
you
我
did.
只是没有搬沙发而已。
No, you didn't murder. Tum 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 at the hookah parlor was a case originally assigned to an officer called Joseph Mills, who is now dead. Beaten to death by a throng of Villalobos gang members when him and his partner J.M., only initials mentioned. Aunt Joseph Mills was on this case that he just couldn't solve, was doing it solo, said it was a real nutcracker, a real brain. Mills didn't get off the pot, not yet. He kept at it for a couple of weeks more, racking his brain. No, he was awful. Awful sense of humor too.
他讲的笑话烂到
jokes
在
you've
强
ever
暴我
heard.
的耳朵。
Really rapey. Still, okay. So the case is handed to you because Mills isn't getting
前面那个
anywhere,
警察没
and
办法
you
收
look
拾
into it.
这个烂摊子，所以到我
Here's
这
the
里。
setup. A young man is found dead.
真辛
Yeah,
苦。
really lame. So anyway, young man in his 20s found
fuck.
his skull busted
总
open
有个20多岁
right
的
on
年
the
轻男子
floor of
死
the
了，
hookah
脑袋开
parlor
花。
in the middle of the day. No one else is in there. No one enters. No one exits. He's just sucking on his watermelon hookah all morning, all noon, like he usually. Mills has no idea. Invisible assassin.
看不见
Movie
的刺
deal
客
gone。sour. Girl at the counter did it. See? You can't even read the thing without solving it. Yeah.
他就
it
只
was
是抽
that.
水烟抽到砍
Turns
掉，
out
然后于是
hookah
撞到那
does
个头，
do something.
干
It
撞到
turns
头，
off
撞到
your
死
brain's
掉，
oxygen
撞到
supply,
背。
and you don't notice it until you get up to go to the bathroom.
那他在那里做什么
Smoking hookah. Didn't you
？Smoking
hear?
hookah。
I don't know. Trying to come up with a movie script, maybe. Not much has changed in the meanwhile. It takes about half an hour. Not much has changed in the meanwhile. A bunch of sodden papers still sags from The two sides of the board appear. The slides snap back into place. It should be possible to just, you know. What are you waiting for? That's because you know where this leads to.
哦，我打开这个会怎么样吗？把抽屉打
Without
开。
resistance or sound, 2 ticket stubs and a
两张
handmade
票和一张
postcard.
啊，2张票根跟一张手工明信片。为什么取出票根？
2 octopuses are smiling, reaching their tentacles toward each other in the colored
东
pencil
部跟动
drawings.
物园的入
The
场券。
tickets permit access to the zoo in Revachol East.
啊
The
哈，为什
aquarium
么会有
costs
你个混账
extra.
响智商？
These
就是在
let
里
you
面
go
塞2
there
个票
too.
跟一个明信片
The。words just crossed your mind
不
somehow.
知道为什么这些词语就这么从你脑海一闪而过，真的。
Who do you think?
You。取出
Thin
明
wax
信片
paper，has been glued to a piece of cardboard. Sounds like leaves rustling when you pick it up. You see violet flowers.
先闻一闻。
It smells of a touch of cinnamon. The end of summer.
品牌名称
You
是百
think
果
the
蜜
label says
饯。
tutti
知道这
frutti.
个有什么用？五感发达，其实这个技能，我觉得点燃还蛮那个的。
Familiar handwriting lines the inside of the Harry, it begins. You're already reading. I wanted to write you a letter
看来我有
so
个
you
情
can
人哦。
throw it away, please.
阅读让把它扔掉，拜托，意志坚定。我这个时候，我干嘛要丢掉啊？而且我的意志坚定，叫我把它扔掉，但是2个学校没有可以把它扔掉的地方。
Outside, you hear the wind howl.
Come outside.
哦，这是那个女生的声音。
Far away and outside, the reeds, your hand shakes holding the card. Every morning when I step out, every step I take, it grows. By the time I reach the fuel station, it has filled me entirely. I step onto the light rail and look back. Sparks fall from the bow collector. I know it will be like this until late afternoon, when I get off the 42 and walk back to you.
我每走一步，它就会随之生长。当我走到加油站时，它已经完全将我环绕。我踏上轻轨，回头张望，极电工上落下星星点点的火花。我知道它会一直这样，直到傍晚，等到我走下42路车，走回你身边。酷吧？继续阅读。
You. Every step I take will get lighter. It almost makes me run. Sometimes I do. I can't believe I met you. I can't believe the happiness I feel with you. You have a vast of kisses, kisses, kisses. You feel the air sucked out of your lungs, and you feel the ledger slip from your hand.
失去道具，损坏了手册。
No, hold on.
抓紧了。
To what?
Detective, is everything all right?
干，我挂了。我看一个东西，看到倒地耶！我倒在这个哈古达马塔塔的这个老板的面前。哈！我是突然破关吗？他刚刚闪那一下，不知道是不是 bug。干，该不会我玩了16个小时，这里才叫序章
There is nothing.
？There is nothing.
Again.
Again. Just like there, pass out. Nothing.
Nothing sad, brother. No treachery. Just blackout.
Just like there, pass out.
Well, almost nothing. There is the ground below you. That's still there. And the small light that's on, fluttering, somewhere in the basal ganglia.
Basal ganglia 我不知道这是什么意思 ，fluttering 我其实也不知道意思。Basal ganglia 哦，看来他也不知道他是谁。
That's me. Blue eyes. That's me.
这是我，蓝眼睛是我，上古爬虫脑。And who was that？and 美国人会这样回吗 ？And who was that？可是他都已经回答 That's me 了。Nice and quiet，叫他闭嘴。好了，问一下他
Who
是
is
谁。
what?
He speaks of the sickening longing, the unwell emotion. Even in the darkness, he's grasping for it. Still trying to hold on to the great sorrows slipping in the water. Slimy.
Slimy 是什么意思？我不知道。他说了一个 seeking longing，然后前面大概就是在讲一个很难受的事吧。You're trying to hold on the great sorrow。我想要保持一个。Okay.
Here in the paleo-mammalian cortex, we call it the shadow, because it's always there. 好难选哦，因为我不知道这个 something 的这什么意思，跟这个 not just like 哦 just like there motionless 就欺骗他，失去注意。So my name appears to be 我的名字应该是我有问一下现在。
There is no Voyager Road.
Voyager
There are no
Road.
roads, no houses, no lights in the windows. It's all on pause.
这里有什么
Bloated corpse of the
额外的东
past
西吗应该
resurfacing.
X something 应该是这个。Refusing, refusing， 我不知道这个意思。这应该是个贬义词。
Beautiful. Believe me, stupid ape. Its lack of beauty was not the problem.
Your name is
Fuck
It
off.
certainly ain't Harry. Your name is passed out on the ground, dragged around by one of the other evil apes. They're taking you somewhere.
You think they would let you until you disintegrate into biomolecules? No, Someone is breathing on your face now, inspecting your
我在我脸上呼
pupils,
吸。
stupid idiot.
Purpose 这是什么意思？查一下。啊，打个游戏竟然需要让我开到这个 Google 翻译，不然我真的受不了了。哦，学生，检查你的学生 ，stupid idiot。哦，为什么 ？You think they were you until you disint。这你瓦解这个标猫。瓦解你的所有身上的感官。Someone is 在你的脸上，在你的脸上呼吸，然后叫你检查你的学生。I'm not coming back. Why is that? It's cold.
Yes, they're pouring something on you. It's in you.
他把某个东西
And it's
pouring 在我身上 ，something in you and
It's delicious.
这很美
Glowing
味。
lights on a dashboard emerge
带
out of
出光
nothingness.
and 和 in dashboard emerge 能帮我从一个环境中带出。
In the upholstered cabin of Lieutenant
终于有中文了。
Kitsuraga's motor carriage.
Drink. Water.
他给我一个很小的亲切，嗯。
The water is cold, silvery, the stuff of life itself, as it pours down your parched throat. The pounding in your head recedes. The darkness
Drink. You haven't drunk water in 2 days. Did you know the human body is not made to survive on alcohol alone? You need a secondary form of hydration.
这里我终于看得懂了。喝吧，你没有喝水2天了，你知道你一个人不能靠酒精生活。你的次要 form of 这个单词我不知道 high direction 就是喝水。
With greedy gulps, you down half a liter of cold water.
What happened?
I should excuse on the sand. I came in the contact with the brown our ruins the past. I fuck it.
Good. You dropped these. Are you okay to proceed?
这个 no 的是什么意思？这种时候不要讲话好了。
Good.
The ledger of failure and hatred is a special item that can be used both.
OK， 看来我们这个好，我们直接快进到晚上9点。那我们来去找一下那个人吧。我可以让金先去睡觉，然后我再去找那个人。
Oh, hello, dear. There you are.
You know...
Of course, officers. Of course, dear.
好吧，我们先去找那个9点的那个。看来我们今天有个大进展，就是让他进入了应该是正式的篇章吧，我在想。OK， 先找到我们前天那个在阳台上抽烟，我不太确定我有没有实况到，但是反正总之就是我认识了一个在阳台上抽烟的男人，然后 他给我一些提示，要我在这一天晚上去找他。
Just an ordinary war.
所以我们现在就来找他吧。他住在楼上的房间。看，我们找到他了。
Gendarmerie, you found.
It feels like a Friday. And his shirt is still unbuttoned.
Beautiful. So tell me, are you here to make things right again?
为了让事情恢复正常，是指我要把凶杀案解决，然后我会让这个城市变得正常吗？其实到底什么是正常？让事情变得更好，好了不得了。忽略它，我希望可以跟你这个目的啊，比起对把事情恢复正常，我只是不想把事情搞砸。
Beautiful. I have some good news for you. My Sunday friend is visiting me tonight. I told him about you and he'd like to say hello. Step in. He's already waiting. Yeah, it does feel like the end. Trust me, you do. That's nice, but I don't have anything to tell you.
He takes another drag.
Besides,
He's going to leave you alone again. Something tells you you're never going to talk to an individual this
有
cool
一种
or
感觉告诉我，
mysterious
你再
ever
也不会
again.
遇到一个这么酷或者这么神秘的谈话对象了。挽留一
To the
下他
city.
好了。
A man on high heels stumbles out of a basement club, music blasting over the
我是不是
entire
爱上他
district.
了？
It's chilly, and as the chemicals hit his nervous system, 1,000 shivers ripple through his body.
这样我很低下来。
Something flutters in the corner of the lieutenant's mouth.
we'll talk. Take care, all right?
Different, of course. His shirt. His shirt.
He's trying to dive deep into.
His shirt. No.
He's barely holding it together.
他感觉很像笑我哎、
all he can do.
他觉得我是
Come
gay
on,
吗？
detective. Let's go.
我就算我是 gay 又怎样？我这游戏里面的女生都蛮忧郁的啊。如果你在台北的话，也是一堆女生都蛮忧郁啊。我这样讲好像有点歧视。这是旗袍，这是个中国人吗？不是，我先看有什么东西，再来跟你对话。斗笠耶，干超他妈酷！这其实是个装备吧？OK， 该来跟他对话了。对话前，先来一个技能吧。白色 I 调，警探 Cousteau。我比较想要这个哈克多马达塔，你不觉得很像那个纳库马哈塔塔？他有这么多的思维，但是我现在就已经用掉6个了，我还是先省好了。先来点技能。技能的话，我希望等那个把妹的，把妹的这个难度可以低一点。这个人看起来很漂亮，循循善诱是吧？我真的很希望可以跟他当好朋友。OK。
Officers of the Revachol Citizen.
You shouldn't be seeing him in an intimate setting.
这
For
个男
some
人
reason
是
you
你
feel
的
this man is your
上级，
superior, but he's not. His hands are clean and well manicured. This is
他
a
很
man
干
who
净。
knows the importance.
My name is Charles Vildrouin, and I am an official with the coalition government.
这个
I
人的
work
脸
for
看
the
起来没有
Institute
很
of
干
Price
净诶。
Stability. I heard
看起
you
来会
talking to
收
my
回。
friend outside. Very good. Super.
No, first ask an innocuous personal question.
无
to
伤
get
大
the
雅的
interview
私
off
人问
on
题，
the
问他
right.
名字啊。
Make it clear you're. Yeah. Let's.
Yeah,
fuck with
man.
him. Who does he think he is? Assisting you?
其实现实生活中出现这种人的话，我应该会觉得，好吧，你就是我的上级 ，OK， 你高兴就好。好像你知道丝绸长袍是不是某个可爱的女生给他的？
Oh, we got it from an atelier in the East Delta Commerce Center.
他讲话有点印度腔。
Personally, I think it's a little culturally insensitive, but the material is great. Sadly, the shop is now out of business.
But the material is great.
That's really all I can tell you about it.
It's really all I can tell you.
That didn't work at all.
They fucking.
What was that? You were supposed to fuck with him. The lieutenant takes out his notebook and nods to you to proceed.
你应该给他好看。像你这样的官员，在马丁内斯做一些什么？
The coalition is only looking out for the price stability. Inflation is a
通货
killer,
膨胀是一
like
个
a
杀
heart
手。
disease blocking the normal circulation of the economy. The economy impacts the entire international community, which is why it requires international oversight.
你讲一个世界，但我们在一个房间。
Well, I'm renovating it. It is an interesting project. The build, you could say I'm undoing some of. Yes, as I said before, I'm a commissioner from Sur-la-Clé working for the Institute of Price Stability.
国际道德伦理委员会的主要项目之
This
一
is one of the
所
main
以
projects.
你知道我们
of
的
our
伙伴就是一个崇拜这个国际道德伦理委员会。我觉得现在这个世道已经要用到国际道德伦理委员会，太强了吧？嘿，你必须要怎么样怎么样怎么样，不然我这个国际法就会哒啦制裁你一波。
Wait, there isn't actually an Institute of Price Stability, is there? Or maybe there is. God, it's impossible to understand whether.
It is the most important thing.
这种时候啊，这样一切都清楚了，是不是比较嘲讽？但是我不知道我这个里面的口气是什么，我还是直接
It's
讲
the。central goal of any sound monetary policy. Maintaining the price stability is essential to maintaining
保
high
持高就业
levels,
水
which
准
is
的地区，而
essential
不就
for
是让
maintaining the social stability.
让大家没钱。
Basically, it makes sure the price of
保
This
证
is
面包的价格不会
Too
改
much
变。
inflation, bread becomes too. That's why the Institute of Price Stability works to keep inflation just below 2%.
2%，超比我们现在这个世界还要低耶！
But not too far below. No. Too below. The coalition believes in the importance of informing the public about the benefits of the price.
给我一份啊！
A sound monetary policy is essential for addressing. But oh, I don't have my leaflets on me today. That's too bad. La communauté internationale is what your employer, technically speaking. It's the International Organization for Moralists. Hence, Moralist International. The Institute of Price Stability is just one of its many
我们是国际
mandates,
道德伦理委员会
as
的
is the
病人，
coalition.
我们在帮他做事，听起来
doing
其实
one's
就不好
job
听
doesn't
啊。
automatically make one anyone's bitch.
But of course. Well, do you value freedom? Do you believe in a normal, stable world governed by...
Me?
You've managed to catch the lieutenant off guard, but only for a moment. He quickly recomposes himself.
I'm a lieutenant of the RCM, dedicated to maintaining law and order in Rabat.
A very moralist answer.
The lieutenant is practiced in the art of putting on a show for
干
one's
这个警准会
superiors.
拍马屁哦，拍马屁到我口呛到。他们讲话太靠背。
Martinez? No. Revachol is generally difficult. It's led by an
哦
they are，
跟我
working
讲那么
towards
多
it.
政治东西，
You're
那你
all
赶快
doing
选
very
举
well
吧。
here, relatively speaking.
来了，工人阶级被踩在民主就是一场毫无主义的毫无意义的骗局。战舞就是工会的人不行。我想要更多行动。
Do you think peace is boring? What about prosperity?
繁荣听起来更有趣一
And
些。
we as an international community. Now, enough of this delightful political interlude. What's there to say? Sur la Clé is a modern. Moreover, it is a great sponsor
海
of
的另一
less
端跟我
emerged
们这里
countries.
完全不一样。
Revachol is only one of its many, because a great percentage of Revachol's culture hails from Sur la Clé. Whatever you wish, officer. I'm sorry to say I did, officer. Officer, it's very difficult to describe what I saw that night. It was so...
He holds out his hands and blossoms his fingers, like a drama teacher setting the scene.
Drama teacher.
What do you
Talking
mean,
this thing.
like in a play?
It was just so strange. I was on the balcony when it happened, getting some fresh air. I remember that first they came in, carrying... That's when I understood.
Sounds like the victim was unconscious, or at least incapacitated.
他们有8个人吧？
I couldn't tell you exactly.
The lieutenant sends you a sharp look at the mention of that number.
That's a giant you're describing. No, they were all quite human, as far as I could tell. Drummers? Why, no.
他这样是真的有看到吗？因为从
I
我
don't
们
know
那
what
个
the drummer is
调查
supposed
脚
to
印来说，我们应该照理来讲有一个巨人跟一个鼓手，也不是鼓手，就是很有力的人。
I think we can drop the drummer angle. That was my bad.
I went back inside.
Yes, back inside. Keep yourself safe from the killing.
为了不让自己看到
Were you
状
able
况
to see it?
Officer, the yard was pitch black. There was nothing to see, but I could still hear their voices. They were threatening to all men, I presume. But again, I believe they were mostly white, though I believe I saw 2 Aeropagites among them.
我已经有点
And
忘
I
记
am
艾瑞
quite
欧帕
certain
吉
that
特
one
人是什
spoke
么
with
人
a。Mesk accent. Well, that's the strangest part, officer. Nothing happened. It was oddly quiet. Eventually, their shouts died down, and that was all. There were no gunshots,
为什
no
么这里每个人
celebratory
都不报
shouts.
警？
You're right, of course. That is what I'm afraid I don't have.
About what time was...
All I can say is that it was late. My watch. Yes, now I remember. It was 30 minutes past midnight, give or take.
哼，你根本没有看到啊！
No, I didn't see the corpse until the following day. I'm sorry I couldn't be of more assistance.
干这废物！
Ah, my friend. My friend is a good young man. His family immigrated here from Kedra, and life has not been easy for him. Sorry. Who? But I told you, officer. He's a bright young man here to pursue his education. Education is the foundation of our future, especially the arts. He's deeply enmeshed in the study of the... He's a truly free spirit. He likes all the arts. Perhaps I'm just enjoying the view. Listen. The Insulindian Bay. This place used to be a luxury accommodation before, but the million real view stays. You can't take that away. My friend comes and goes. I'm sure you've seen him around. How did any of us become friends? Bad things happening on the Insulindian is au contraire. It's how millions of people end up where they
干
are.
这个人讲话真的好绕口哦，我的天哪，
It's
好
how I
讨厌
came
哦
here.！And my friend Kedra is a candidate member of that. It's never going to
嘿
happen.，
你们怎么成为朋
They
友
enter
的？
negotiations
就像
in
这个
21,
大的
and
港
it's
口
been
一样。
pending ever since.
我的 fuck！EPIS 到底是什么？
EPIS is a very special
国际
program
道德伦理委员
developed
会
by the Moral
哦，
Intelligence
法国真
of
应该聪
certain
明一点。
Occidental nations. It was such a wild success that we expanded it into an economic union for the processing of steel. Why? It stands for progress and stability, like the Moral Intern as a whole. A supranational political alliance.
Supranational
United States of Occident.
Occident.
You mean Revachol? No.
Revachol?
It's going to
Revachol?
have transparent democracy. It's one day going to be a candidate member of EP. No, candidate members. But we were talking about my friend here. I'm all ears. A moment. Do you have everything you need from me? I'm afraid we won't have the chance to speak again once you leave. It's against diplomatic best practices for an official in my position to be discussing murders with local militiamen. And I'm pressed for time.
干，这人好靠北哦。啊，你要走就滚啊！妈的，快滚！我把他服装穿起来看看。哦，这我只能说稍微怪怪的啦。啊，我如果穿上这个装备，然后再跟他讲话嘞。
You have acquired that.
The tone somehow suggests to you that you're starting to become a little sponsored by him as well.
The coalition, the economy impacts the... Whatever you will. I'm sorry to say I did, officer. Because I did...
He's clearly not a man accustomed to being spoken to in that manner, let alone to being a...
What's the meaning of this?
He sounds almost mocking, saying...
There is no meaning, sir.
Back off. Now. This man has diplomatic immunity. It serves no good to accuse...
I won't stand for this. What's your name? I'll have your badge. In all my years, I've never seen a...
Good God, detective. One more No, let's go.
Remember that guy, Ace Ulsterberg? The red-headed officer. The guy who got canned for trying to arrest that diplomat. The bald man squints at a file. Don't know. He just can't hear the female officer chime. Family connections, I'd imagine.
好吧，我有人选一个逮捕他的选项，可以变得更那个一点。所以我离开了之后，我不能再进去吧？是吗
This door is made of metal and a...
？OK， 我还是穿回正常一点的衣服好了。书呆子博学多闻 ，OK， 很 OK 哦。那我想我们应该可以直接传送到那个，这里不能传送。我想我们应该可以直接传送到那个我住的地方吧，然后就跟金 say goodbye。晚上的时候，这里都会有一些声音，鸟叫声诶。
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing.
标新立异。这应该可以传送吧？跟他 say goodbye， 看一下。
There's a gap where the name of that
你还
song
没
should
睡
be.
觉，真的
You。should ask her about.
Yes, I can't really. My suggestion is don't go any older than you already
我找到
are.
谁的夹克，我根本不知
That's
道。
old enough.
你
A
哼的是什么
lullaby
歌？
my mother used to sing. I sang it to my kids too.
这种时候其实
It's
我
an
通常都不会
old
问对方
summer
歌
and
名，不知道为
children's
什么，
song.
还是跟他说我觉得很不错好了。
Yes, it does. I can wash it for you.
No, we must run around.
I could use a breather. It's been another.
Well, I must say, I'm
我得到了一件超赞夹克 ，Oh my god！ 哦，
It's getting late and it's snowing.
Good night, officer.
让他滚蛋，拜拜。
On the table, you see a bowl of water, a rough soap, and next to it, a small hand mirror. A straight razor soaks it.
可是把胡子刮掉看起来
An
很
old
丑。
mirror hangs on the wall.
胡子刮掉比较容易把到妹吗？干，好像有点道理耶。如果我今天胡子没刮掉，没有把到妹，那我胡子没刮掉，然后没把到妹，那我明天就刮胡子。嘿，妹妹。
Hi, the sea's gonna calm down soon. I can feel it. The wind is turning. Oh? Who? Well, how can I assist you then, officer?
循循善诱7等，我有什么装备可以让我的循循善诱变多呢？哦，酷毙了，这样很帅。通情达理，跟女生讲话应该要通情达理一下吧。来
Hi,
吧
the，sea's gonna calm down
就跟他
soon.
讲嘛，
I
跟他
can feel
讲了，
it.
我觉得跟他讲，他本来就不会跟我们去啊，所以
What's
应
in
该
your
不要
mind,
跟他
officer?
讲，然后约他吧。
Oh, yes, you do.
Oh fuck!
You need to get your
Oh.
drink on.
没有把到
There
妹，
is
怎么
no
痛
other
苦
way
啊？
for
是游戏最
human
痛苦的
beings
事
to
情。
procreate.
你
Not
需要
after
醉生梦死。
6,000 years of yeast cultivation-based mating rituals.
Now, there's a whole shipment of big words. May
She doesn't even understand you asked her out. Perhaps you're too sober to pull it off right now. Try again later.
Oh. That's good to know, I guess. Why is it in the sea?
我喝了酩酊大醉，直接把它开进海里，
This calls for a funeral, if you ask me.
纪念前座驾驶留下来的纪念前座驾留下的残骸。
Aye. Feels deserved, don't you think? Falling in the line of duty like that and all?
我们应该这么
Why
做哦
not? Our things are a part of our life world.
真的。
They're made with our human sweat and they share human history. We should care about. Oh, yeah. You won't even be able to get it out of the water
跟他一起
before
办个
early
葬。
June.
我操！
And where are you going to bury
今天
it?
要把一个妹，我
And to
跟你说
invite what
办一
music
场
to
葬
play at the wake?
就对了。
Take it from someone who's been through a few funerals. It's easiest to just leave them there and let nature take care of it.
这种时候大家要去跟他胡扯啊，哪有什么专注在实际的？
I understand, believe me. I really do. But daydreaming is a rich man's game. At sea, you can't afford to be careless and dream. Anyway.
我突然觉得我应该要喝酒再来跟他讲话啊 ！fuck， 我怎么没有想到呢？睡个觉起来又是一片天明。
It's getting late.
晚上可不可以独自去找那个女生讲话？哎，他车怎么不见了？我的车呢？
One lonesome clown. What a sad side. What do you want?
你现在在跟他讲话。我 我头刚刚抽动了一下。音乐突然变了。
This window is smooth as up.
聊天吧，少女。
I was just thinking, what a nice day for questions pertaining to a murder. Yes, you're just one room away. Very personal. I was. It was the night before I saw you in the hallway and reminded you you're a police officer. Wow. Elysium. You don't hear that term often.
Elysium 是极乐世界。
She's a glib girl, but she liked the wording.
There was the usual ruckus. Loud I can't say. Probably not. Sound. Oh, yes. Various artists.
我喜欢听迪斯科。
Ostentatious orchestra. Were huge where I come from. I was very young then, of course. Like 7. Life gets hard, but we go on.
Life is hard, but we go on. 跟下面的音乐不太一样哦。这种时候正面一点好了，他看起来是个很负面的人，我们就正面一
I
点。
don't know about that. At around 2 o'clock, a slow, sad song started playing. Like organ music on repeat. That went on for quite a while. Some of that time you were yelling along to it. Yes, there was a church in there. A really small church. Like the smallest, saddest church in the whole world. That it doesn't matter anymore and that we're alone now. It was difficult to tell. The song itself was very quiet and soft, but you sounded like a wounded boar, sir. It was hard. Don't be. I was going out later anyway. Then you started screaming and trashed the place.
我开始尖叫。我没有被袭击。
It didn't sound like there was a fight. A window was smashed. The tape player, probably. The song stopped. And furniture, too. A real destructathon. There was screaming. Then I think you passed out. There was. I think you screamed that you didn't want to be this type of animal anymore.
我操！我是什么？
I may have misheard,
喝酒醉，喝到
but it
他
was
妈
sort
超
of
忧郁，
memorable.
然后开始乱吼乱叫，然后就失忆了。
I went out afterwards. Everything was quiet by then. Around 4 or 5.
谢啦。
No problem, sir.
The same small, heavy door. No lock in sight. It's getting late and the bed is comforting. Across the room,
Thoughts, baby.
又
A
是这个上
million
爬
little
虫的。
Recorded in you forever.
我在做梦吧？
No. You're spinning tapes at the discotheque. On and on it goes. For untold.
Behold, there are millions of them down
他嘴
there.
里吐出的香烟是指
The
他当他那个
first
女生吗
time.
It's the world, Harry boy.
Harry
And
boy
you're made of it. You can never forget this
是
shit.
胆子破事，干这些事情真的很破。雨水雪花不就是现在的世界吗？
All stuck.
You're the son of the world.
Reading your awful letters and recalling things, aren't you? The endlessness.
It's too late. You're not
干，我把自
made
己的
of
捧得太
nothing
高了，这应该是我
anymore.
的
You're
脑袋吧？
something now, Harry.
我是一个
For
带
the money,
超级屌的
baby.
For money，
Solving your little crossword puzzles, doing your tasks, crossing names off lists, trying to become some sort of
好
world
想安静的
detector.
睡觉。
There he goes again.
He's got no idea what he's in for.
Beep, beep, beep. The alarm is ringing, Harry. The
为什么？
disco circus goes
你
on
想
and
象一
on.
下这
You
一段那
barely
个
slept
配音
3 hours last
屁
night.
屁屁，what the fuck？他一定是很有表情的。
Do it for the wind.
Do it for the wind。我坐在椅子上。
Hey, Moneymouth. Ian Clapp,
Boss，
the impeccable hustler provider of the 7th
他在
generation.
公开讲，这是我的
Yeah, swindled father. Papa Penier.
money。
Look, this is serious. That's right. It's time to stop muttering about your economic self-interest and actually do something about it. Yeah, I heard you back there. What the hell was... Oh, it can. But first, listen, if you really want to, you need to become a millionaire. Now, how do you become a millionaire?
卖掉他的动力马车。马列拉是谁？我都忘了。
Those guys, they're all financially illiterate. Money is only one form of capital. Human relations are
这句话好有
another.
意义
You're
啊。
focusing on the wrong things.
另一种是人际关系，你有钱就有
You
人际
could
关系。
force a coin inside you. Any hole will do.
好了，我不知道要怎么
Of
算。
course you don't. You've... But Savvy's got your
我
back.
不想当一个很坏
Are
的
you
人
in? The spirit of ultra-liberalism. Your charm, attaboy. Well, let's start by getting you into the lucrative art market to
这是什么艺
diversify
术
your
家吗？
assets and increase your ROI. Perfect. All you have to do is pretend to have taste. This will be your weapon
把那
when
个艺术品
swindling
骗到自己手
artists
上，
for
不是
their
诈骗吗？
overpriced work.
昆诺是啊，新地就是一个艺术家，对，没错。
You're right. She has the poise of a struggling art. Go and support her like the state never could.
哦，我是这个老大。
Yes?
OK， 今天先玩到这里，哦，玩了1个小时多，差不多是我们玩最久的一次，就这样吧。明天再来看能不能把到那个妹。